Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope that you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic new year. As always, a fun way to support the channel is by clicking the like button, by leaving a comment, by telling me what you did for New Year's. Was anything special or crazy that ended up taking place? Or by subscribing if you have not already done so. All these things do help with the algorithm and my ranking on YouTube. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. MicroStrategy, the company spearheaded by Michael Saylor, announced that he has purchased another $94 million worth of Bitcoin. MicroStrategy has definitely made a name for itself in the past couple of years when it comes to acquiring BTC. Michael Saylor announced that the company has purchased another 1,914 Bitcoin at roughly around $94.2 million in cash, with an average price of each coin being $49,229. At the time of writing, the company owned 124,391 Bitcoin. That's insane. Is this news surprising? No. Not even remotely. I think a lot of people, and I'm telling you, I'm going to continue saying this until the end of time. People don't I think it's mathematically impossible for a lot of people to actually understand how rare and scarce a lot of these cryptocurrencies are. I think people will have a very shocking moment in a couple of years when they realize that it is near impossible, even now, for a huge portion of the planet to ever even own half a Bitcoin, nonetheless an entire Bitcoin. So the idea of one company owning 124,000 Bitcoin, which I assume by the end of 2022 will probably be around 250 or so thousand Bitcoin, is going to be a lot. Anyway, yeah, MicroStrategy has an affinity, if you will, for buying the dip, as we are currently below where we previously were before a couple of months ago. We get news like this all the time, but it always makes headline news because even a lot of times, not to downplay it, but if we hear about like El Salvador or something like that buying Bitcoin, it's usually they purchased 100 Bitcoin, they purchased 55 Bitcoin, they recently purchased 21. But between MicroStrategy and I guess maybe sometimes even Grayscale, not many people can throw around $100 million all the time to continue buying more Bitcoin. Yeah. Without further ado, let's move on. Next up, also this was super popular news. 11, spelt with two ones, spent 99 Ether, or around 396,000 US dollars, to acquire the Bored Ape number 11 from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. 11 Partners, once again spelled with two ones, the brand behind the famous disco club in downtown Miami, the 11 Voda, and the 11 Hotel and Residences, while they have a lot, purchased Ape number 11 of the Bored Ape Yacht Club for $396,000 at the moment of the transaction. Thus, the company puts its name next to Steph Curry, Post Maloney, I know it's Post Malone, and others who acquired NFTs from the same collection. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know or have been living not under a digital rock, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, and I think those are the two highest ones at the moment, are kind of the creme de la creme of NFTs in the cryptocurrency space. So a lot of celebrities have been buying them over the last year. Their prices have risen astronomically. I dare even say, according to current prices, 400,000 would be a bargain, as some of these things are selling for 1.4, 2.25 for millions of dollars. And yeah, so there was also like a press release. I'm not sure why there was a press release for this, or that it was press-worthy news story worthy, but alas, we got one. So yeah, I wonder, there's also, oh gosh, what's this guy's name? I don't remember anymore. I think there's one celebrity I think he has like 7 or 8 of them. It's not Cosmo Medici. Maybe he also does have multiple, but yeah, so that's the Miami 11 spent 99 ether news, and let's move on. Next up, also in the news, retail cryptocurrency mining in Thailand has apparently received a boost due to the capitulation of Chinese miners triggered by the country's new mega crypto enforcement in September. It actually does say crypto mega ban, so I thought I'd add a little bit more spice to it. Thai entrepreneurs and cryptocurrency businesses have been increasingly capitalizing on Chinese miners getting rid of their crypto mining machines. This was reported by Al Jazeera on Wednesday. They said, the moment China banned crypto, we were ecstatic. I mean, listen, you got to find opportunity somewhere. The miner, who asked to remain anonymous, that's right, claimed to have set up a small solar-powered crypto mining unit for about $30,000. Wow. He said, I made it all back in 3 months. Isn't that something? That means everything else from here on out is pure profit, especially since it's solar-powered. And I assume this is also completely off-grid as well. Wow. Another industry entrepreneur started a resale business for crypto mining devices in Thailand, reportedly selling hundreds of Chinese application-specific integrated circuit miners to small local investors. According to that person, the price of ASICs, like the Bitmain Ant Miner SJ19 Pro, collapsed 30% due to the exit of Chinese miners before returning to normal amid the global growing local demand. So wonderful. I like news like this simply because I like stories of people who would not otherwise have money getting money. Remember about a year and a half or some change ago, there were a lot of oh my gosh, so many videos of things that were happening in Venezuela. And one of the things that really stuck out to me was there was this guy, they blurred his face because I believe it's, a gray area of illegality within that country as far as I know. He ended up getting a couple of machines himself. It was actually mining crypto like in his backyard, like in like a little like hatch kind of. It was kind of weird. But he said he was making like $20 a day, which was incredible because their currency kept on collapsing. And he was like, I'm able to feed my family. We've kept the lights on. Everything is going pretty okay because I'm making normal money now. So whenever we get news like this, I really hope that the people who capitalize on this most are people who don't have it like that so that they can eventually in the future have tons of money as well, because, the rich people can't have everything all the time. It makes life completely boring. Anyway, here's the actual news article right here from Al Jazeera. It says China's crypto crackdown sparks Thai crypto mining boom. Hope it continues. Hope in the future they're one of the richest countries. Would be kind of nice. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, in news that I think we're supposed to care about, but it says on that note above the stuff, there are reports that another Latin country in Latin America has joined the central bank digital currency race on the 30th of December. The official account of the presidency of the Mexican government announced that the Banco de Mexico has shared its intention to issue a digital currency in around 2 years. The translation of the tweet stated, the Banxico reports that by 2024, it will have its own digital currency in circulation. Considering these new technologies and the next generation payment infrastructure are extremely important as options of great value to advance financial inclusion within the country. In the context of the news, however, it's important to take a look at Mexico's burgeoning crypto scene to understand how far adoption has come. For instance, the blockchain LATAM report 2021 stated, I'm not reading all that. The point is, I assume there's an increased adoption within Mexico as there is with many other places. I say that I think we are supposed to care about this because every single country has been working diligently on their own central bank digital currency since around the end of 2019, give or take. The idea, once again, being they understand that people are going to start using decentralized currencies more and more. So they want to introduce their own digital currencies, not cryptocurrencies, into the market so that they can basically tell people, well, you don't have to use that one. You can use the one that we issued because it actually has value, because we say that it has value, and therefore this is why you should be using it. I'm still predicting that when I give it 5 or 6 years, nearly all of these should have launched at that point. They're still going to be garbage, as these are just going to be digitized version of the same exact paper currencies that are floating around out there. I expect the price of the wider cryptocurrency market to continue rising. And as people around the world continue seeing the devaluation of their digital currencies at that point, they'll start moving more into decentralized currencies, and that's just how things will flow. So this was, over the course of the week, when this news was released, this was quite popular, if you want to say that. But usually a lot of times, and I don't know why, the cryptocurrency websites, whenever there is news that a country is going to be issuing their own digital currency, it kind of really gets into the news, but it's not that important. No one actually cares. But this was one of the more popular ones. Anyway, that's the sure, why not? Go for it news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, the number of cryptocurrency ATMs around the world has grown exponentially in 2021, with over 20,000 new installations made since last December. That's more than the total of all crypto ATMs put into operation in the previous 7 years. That's a little insane. ATM locations offering users options to buy crypto with fiat money are increasing at an unprecedented pace. Data compiled by Coin ATM Radar shows that their total numbers at the end of 2021 is near 34,000. Now, here's the really weird part. It says the numbers somewhere around here. First of all, here's the chart. Wow, it looks incredible. Can't believe it. It says it. Where is it? I think maybe it's these two. Basically, where's the number? Yeah, there's 34,000 globally. But part of the issue is that they're basically all inside of the United States and Canada. El Salvador has 205. Spain has less than 200. Austria has 142. And the entirety of Europe has 1,384. So 1,384, around 30,000 in America and 2,200 in Canada. That's 28 spread across the entirety of the rest of the world. So, the idea is for crypto inclusion, but, not much inclusion going on. I would be terrified to see the exact number of Bitcoin ATMs throughout Africa. What are there, 3 or something like that? So I think the idea of crypto ATMs being able to buy and or sell, depending on your economic situation, of trying to get into the market or to acquire something that may be beneficial for you somewhere down the road, is exceptional. Because a lot of people, for whatever reason, I don't know how everyone else is living, may not have access to the internet at that time, or may simply want to acquire cryptocurrencies through another means as opposed to doing it on the interwebs. But, you gotta, it's not, how do I say this? It's kind of the same exact way that whenever we get news that around literally around 30 times this 2021, the amount of actual Bitcoin ETFs that were launching, and no one paid any attention to them except for anything that might have launched within America. And I'm like, the rest of the world exists, right? There are 190 other countries floating around there. So the idea of simply making all the cryptocurrency ATMs just in 2 countries and another continent. So the news is inspiring. I love ATMs being everywhere, but and to be fair, I assume they have to avoid India, China, and Russia. But still. Anyway, cool. Wow, look at the chart. It goes up. We can't believe it. And without further ado, let's move on. And to finish things off, Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume, has announced that they would be acquiring remaining outstanding shares of the leading crypto Visa card issuer, called Swipe. Swipe allows customers to spend their crypto at over 70 million locations. That's a lot of locations. And its acquisition would help Binance compete with the likes of retail crypto players such as PayPal. I mean, if acquiring a company that allows crypto payments at 70 million locations doesn't help them against PayPal and MasterCard, they might as well just give up. Like 70 million is a lot. Did you even know that there were 70 million locations to spend money? Exactly. Binance first acquired a majority stake in Swipe majority, look at them, in July of 2020 in hopes of bridging the gap between fiat and the crypto market. In its official announcement on the 30th of December, they said Binance acquired Binance Money, Binance Swipe, regulated Binance Swipe, card manager, Binance Technology, strategic partners, Binance Money. Hope it works out for them. Is there a Binance card? I feel like there's a Binance card. I think every other cryptocurrency exchange has a Visa card, so I assume this is why they're doing it. I wonder what Binance has planned for 2022. They did a lot of stuff in 2021. They have like 19 physical locations. They have all this stuff going on. They've been acquiring all these companies. I wonder what else they have planned. Because, I mean, Binance is always in the news, and this is why Binance Coin has been doing, so well. All right. So Binance, they were already the majority stakeholder, but they're now the majoritier stakeholder in Swipe. And I guess they call it Swipe because you swipe your card. And without further ado, let's move on. Yeah. That's definitely going to do it for this. I kind of want to refresh this. Launch. It's not launching. There we go. Yeah. I do hope you all enjoyed. I love this visualization. It's very, very weird. I switched it to Bitcoin and Litecoin. The transaction fee on Litecoin is less than 1 cent. Wow. And Bitcoin has 21,700 pending transactions. What a life to be a time. Bitcoin's bus is completely full. And Litecoin is like, wow, this is a lot of stuff moving around. Yeah, I do hope that you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great new year. Wherever you are, wherever you might be, I do hope that it is and was absolutely fantastic. I think this year is going to be nuts. I don't know what else. I have a strange feeling. A lot of weird stuff is going to be taking place, but we'll see when it happens. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.